So I wanted to make a video really quick just to explain something that I think we should all be remembering, that I think doesn't get talked about very often. That is something that's been obvious, but it doesn't get pointed out. Basically, I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible so I don't take up too much of your time, but it has to do with Black Lives Matters and the current racists, how like our country has deep-seated racism and was founded on racism and yada yada. Well, see, the thing is just remember that yes, we used to have a problem with racism in this country, but we have grown past that, and we've elected a black president 2 terms even, and you know what I mean? We've made it possible for any person of any color to pursue the life that they want to pursue based on how much they want to dedicate their life towards whatever goals or whatever dreams they are in pursuit of. So it's completely up to them, like it is to me, like it is to an Asian guy, to a Hispanic guy, to a black guy, to anybody. They have the same opportunities to pursue the life that they want to pursue as we all do. And it's been like that for a while, and I think we all know that. I think it's been like that for a long time now. And so basically, because it used to be true, because it was true at one point, because slavery was a real thing a long time ago. Every country's had slavery at one point or another. Every country on the planet, except for maybe the South Pole and North Pole, every country has had slavery. So get that shit out of your head if you're thinking it's just America. Every country on the planet has had slavery at one point or another. And so, because America has had slavery, it's easy to feel guilty as an American, basically. It's easy for someone to make you feel guilty because you know it was true. And so it's a point of power. And they use that basically against us to get their way into any locked door or to remove any obstacle. All they have to do is point the finger. You're against the progression of black people. And that's what Black Lives Matters essentially is a tool to bring about a socialism agenda, which is just one more step in the sequence of many steps towards globalism. But we won't get into that. I just wanted to say, I've heard it said by a black guy, he's a doctor, he said until Americans, especially white Americans, learn to stop feeling guilty, people will always use that victim angle as a way to have power over, as you can see, it can go to as great a lengths as it there's no stopping it. Because if you think about it, who in their right mind nowadays wants to be considered a racist? Nobody does, because we are all sympathetic to that. So they basically get all public figures, all celebrities, all sports teams, because if you're a public face, if you have a public name or a public brand, then you obviously want to be on the side that supports black people, because we all support black people. We all know Black Lives Matters. That's stating the obvious. All lives matter. We know that. To say Black Lives Matters is something that we all know, we all believe, and it's not something that we question. It's something that's being used against us. So just remember that yes, it used to be a problem, but how much have we grown since then? And more than that, are you racist? Do you know yourself? Check your heart. Are you? Chances are nowadays in 2020 you're not. And if you are, that's, to me, is strange. You're the minority, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people know that, but they're not letting that be, because that takes power away from what they use to gain success towards the goals and what have you for whatever their agenda might be, as we're seeing what that is. And so when you have every public face and figure dang there, and it feels like it, if it's not the truth, it feels that way a lot of times, it's easy to put a lot of pressure on anybody. anybody that stands up against them, they can put the full weight of all of that against you. That's why this whole cancel culture is so effective, because they make you basically draw a line and decide, are you racist or not? But it's not about that. It's about them having control over you. So just remember that you know in your heart you're not racist. So don't let them make you feel that way, and don't feel guilty like you owe them an apology. And when I say them, I say people that are using it against you. I don't mean them, a specific race. There is no them. It's just us. It's always been us. And we all know that. And it's, ask any kid, like, we've, so many generations have grown up with all races around us. And it's like the norm. Yeah, there's pockets in America, I'm sure, where racism is, but does that affect any life that, like, anybody that wants to pursue the life that whatever life they want to pursue? Do those pockets of racism hinder their pursuit of that? No, it doesn't. They have absolute freedom to do whatever they want, just like I do. They might have their opinions, they might be wrong, but there always will be people that are wrong. There will always be people that have different opinions. There will always be those people. But that's what America is. It's a place where we all accept you no matter what you are, just as long as you get along with everybody else. And that is, we won't get into civil society. I just wanted to remind everybody of what this tool is that's being used against us, and to not let it play on your sympathy towards them, because they are using that against us, and it's more harmful towards their credibility. It's more harmful towards them actually ever solving the problem that they're claiming to try to remedy. It's doing way more damage, way more destruction than anything, and it's not even accomplishing the goals that they're setting out to accomplish. So all the way around, it's not helping them, it's not helping us. We need to just wake up from it and realize that I know I'm not racist, and I'm not going to let you use that against me. And I just wanted to share that with all of you. Thank you, and God bless.